Well, hello there. Thank you for joining me this evening. Uh, Got a bit of a special treat for you to start off the stream. We're going to do some taste testing of pumpkin beer, and we'll see what everybody thinks of those pumpkin beers, of their individual flavors. Have some that have really pleased me in previous years. I have some that have really let me down in previous years, and I have some that have switched roles in previous years. So I never know exactly what to expect when we get into the pumpkin beer, whether we're going to be dealing with, uh, a good batch, and I think that's part of the fun is when you're dealing with you know Coors Light. Their entire purpose is to produce exactly the same beer all year round, every year, from one can to another. It will taste exactly the same. Doesn't mean it'll taste good, but their focus is on consistency. And my father, being an expert on sterility, actually like toured a brewery at one point, and there were like an Anheuser Busch brewery, and there were swimming pool sized containers of beer, which were then connected by tubes into other swimming pool sized containers of beer, and the system was designed to flow constantly through multiples of that back and forth to keep all of the beer mixing and make sure that it all came out exactly the same. And if you've got the money that Anheuser-Busch does and you want to go ahead and make beer on that scale, you can do that. But if you're making small batch pumpkin ale, uh, it doesn't tend to come out as consistent, and especially from one year to the next because it's a seasonal thing, you wind up with weird variations. And sometimes a brand that does a really good job several years in a row will have one that just kind of sucks. How we doing, Hank Knott? How we doing, Jinx? Good to see you both. And yeah, it is cool. His description of that factory was really, really interesting. He actually works in pharmaceutical. Well, he worked in pharmaceuticals. He's retired now, but that was in one of the periods where he was looking for something different. Wanted to try something out on a large manufacturing scale that involved his specialization in sterility. Because when you work in a penicillin plant, sterility is kind of important. You got to make sure there's no cross contamination, and especially in the factories that he worked in when I was growing up, he switched back and forth between a penicillin and a cephalosporin plant, and you really don't want penicillin getting into the cephalosporin plant, or vice versa. Those that you can ruin the efficacy of the medication completely by doing that. So it was a real focus of his, and that's what led him to the opportunity at Anheuser-Busch, which he eventually declined because the I think the money wasn't right, something like that. I don't know. But anyway, that's my incredible Anheuser-Busch story. And now I'd like to introduce you to somebody who has a slightly higher standard than Anheuser-Busch. This right here is Dogfish Head Brewing Company and their annual pumpkin ale offering called Pumpkin Ale. I don't know if you can read the subtitle, but it says Brown Ale with Pumpkin. And we'll go ahead and flash that up in front of the camera so you get an idea of the color on that, the consistency. She's lovely. She's a brown ale with a hint of orange. She real purty. Dogfish Head are not just tasty in a pinch. Dogfish Head are one of my favorite breweries. The guy who runs the place is an absolute lunatic in the best sense of the word. He's just laser focused on his passion, which is beer. I've eaten actual dogfish. Oh, dogfish are pretty tasty in a. Okay, I misunderstood. My apologies. I was a little confused there. Now I understand. Let's see here. Smell wise, a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of nutmeg. Definitely get that pumpkin. It's not a sense of there's. It doesn't smell sweet. It smells vegetable-y and spiced, but it doesn't smell sweet to me. Maybe a hint of sweetness. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. Taste wise, that is basically a perfect example of what I think pumpkin ale should taste like. It's not so pumpkiny that it's like, is this even beer? But it's also pumpkiny enough to let you know that it's there. It's It's got those great spices to it. Everything kind of melts together. It's like toned down, mellower pumpkin pie. Not aggressive, just yummy. That is going to be pretty hard to beat. I'm not going to lie. Maybe a little spice forward on this one, less pumpkin, more spice. So the nutmeg and the cinnamon are definitely kind of a little bit more powerful in there. But it's going to be very, very difficult to top this one. And we're on number one. So that's problematic because there are six. So, and I am not drinking 6 beers tonight, just so we're clear. I bought these beers specifically for the purpose of doing this comparison taste test, and we shan't be getting 6 deep on a Friday Eve in October. I'm not. That's not who I am. So, our next offering, no balls. He says, "Fuck you." Um, the next offering is Saranac Pumpkin Ale. Saranac is a local brewery which is hit or miss with me. In previous years, I used to really, really like Saranac, and then they started doing stuff that they just got super into the IPA craze for a bit, and now they're kind of, I think, getting back to their roots and trying stuff. They did a pumpkin ale one year that I was like, oh, but they used to be my favorite pumpkin ale. So we'll see how they did this year. Nose-wise, first of all, a deeper brown color, I would say, than the previous one. The previous one was lighter, and this one seems deeper to me. I don't know. I could be wrong on that front. From the nose, immediately what I'm getting is brown sugar. Uh, yes, there's pumpkin, but there's brown sugar going on in there. Oh, I love the artwork on the cans too. They're terrific. Huh. With the brown sugar smell, I was expecting this one to be sweeter, but it's not. It's actually, if anything, it's a little watery. Almost tastes maybe a little flat. Maybe I just got a bad can. I don't, but yeah, nowhere near the zip of the dogfish head. But there's a mellower quality that's more like an ale. It's got those roasty toasty notes in it. There's a hint of brown sugar, but nowhere near as much as you. From the smell, you really would have thought that it was going to be very sugary, and no, it's very mild. It's very thin. It's roasty toasty and brown. It's smooth. There's even a hint of a bitter aftertaste, which I like in my ales, but it's nothing too aggressive. But I don't know. This one's not. This is nothing to write home about. This year's Saranac is a modest affair, I would say. Maybe a hint of honey in there as well. And the pumpkin is so slight, so very slight that I'm not sure about that at all. I too have been partaking in fancy beverages. Just drank a lot of banana milkshake. Ooh, well, that sounds like fun. This is a favorite illustration of mine. Pumpkinhead. Shipyard Brewing Pumpkinhead shows up once a year, and you get the feeling like the horse and the suit are glow in the dark. It almost has that Scooby Doo glowing green quality about it. Once again, this is a lighter, more of an amber colored beer than the Saranac, so probably not as roasty toasty. Now, in previous years, I've made jokes that Pumpkinhead should actually be called Beehive Head because it tastes more like honey than pumpkins. But we will see if Pumpkinhead is pumpkiny this year. Smell wise, I'm getting honey. I would be drinking my Pumpkinhead if it wasn't for you meddling kids. It is a perfect rendition of the Headless Horseman with a little pumpkin on his head, and I just adore that. I love that art. It's the same art they've used for years. It's an annual thing. Shipyard Brewing, I've seen a lot of different beers from them, but Pumpkinhead is the one that comes up the most often. Let's see here. Smell wise, it really smells like somebody put honey in this beer. There's even a hint of that beeswax kind of thing going on. I'm not getting pumpkin. So I'm a little confused. Did they mix up squash with pumpkin, but I don't know. We'll find out. Go ahead and give her a taste. That's baffling. First of all, more zesty by far than the pumpkin ale. Still not outpacing the dogfish head as far as the sheer that you get on the tongue, the zip. But a little thicker, a little fizzier, a little fuzzier, a little more on the palate. But it doesn't taste like pumpkin to me. It tastes like somebody made a very light ale, not even like a dark brown ale, not a nut ale, just light ale, maybe even a pale ale, and then added honey to it. Specifically, there's beeswax in here. I'm not just getting honey, I'm getting beeswax. There's a quality on the tongue afterwards that's it feels like my tongue's been mildly coated with beeswax. What's interesting about this beer is that I actually really like it. It has a soft, gently sweet quality, mildly sweet, not aggressively sweet, not cloyingly sweet. Just a little sweet, and it's got that honey quality to it. If this were not called a pumpkin beer, if this were called a honey beer, I'd be all for it. I actually really like what I'm tasting. I'm enjoying this glass of beer. But it is not a pumpkin beer, friends. And I'm afraid Shipyard course corrected a little bit last year, veered more into the pumpkin. Liked it. This year, we're right back in a honey territory. Still like it, just not what I'm looking for at this time of year. It's not working for me. I mean, so it's more similar to mead than pumpkin ale. Absolutely, yes. And again, it's not so much honey as if you have a beeswax candle, you don't light the beeswax candle. There's no fire involved. You just smell that natural beeswax candle, and then translate that smell into taste, and then put beer in it. That's what that is. It tastes like beeswax in the best possible way. Really not trying to put down Shipyard here, because it's actually it's a nice beer. I'm enjoying it, but it's not the right one. I know what you mean. I have a beeswax lip balm. There you go. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so the next one here is again relatively local brand. Smutty Nose Brewing Company. I don't know what Smutty Nose is supposed to mean, but it's a bad choice for a name. But what are you going to do? Smutty Nose Brewing Company Pumpkin Ale. And it says, ale brewed with real pumpkin and spices. And so again, we'll go ahead and get a color, that nice light amber, almost like a darkened honey kind of color. So another light one, but not as light as the Shipyard Pumpkinhead. Gonna have a sniff. What the fuck? Incidentally, that is not the reaction you want when somebody sniffs your beer. What the? Okay. That smells like a spray that you spray in your country store to make it smell like fall. But it smells vaguely synthetic, and that's not the vibe that I'm looking for in a beverage. But again, the smell on the Saranac was very different from the taste, so we're not going to jump to conclusions based on smell. We're going to have another sniff. That is fascinating. I mean, if you were going to spray your store to smell like fall, at least this one's not aggressive. It's not up in your face. Not like the Christmas sprays where they're just like fucking, you know, but a gentle fall smell, something that I would associate with Thanksgiving, really, rather than Halloween. But I'm not getting pumpkin off of it. I'm just getting fall smells. We'll go ahead and give it a taste. That's a no. That's a hard no. It's a hard no. No, thank you. Didn't care for that. Didn't care for that at all. I wanted it out of my mouth as quickly as possible. It was there's a bitterness left over in the after. I'm literally gonna have some Pumpkinhead to clear it out. There's a bitterness in the aftertaste, but up front it's too sweet, and it doesn't taste like pumpkin. It tastes like artificial sweeteners and just that's a hard no. Well, I'm moving right on from that. We're gonna skip that one over completely. Move on to Southern Tier, who makes my absolute favorite Christmas ale. And Southern Tier makes Pumpkin. And he's a jolly fellow there. The Pumpkin is Imperial Pumpkin Ale, so it's a heavy boy. Smutty Nose done messed up. It's not my favorite. Imperial Pumpkin Ale, 8.6% by volume. So this is there's a reason that the Pumpkin is so jolly. He's off his face. Is what's going on. Go ahead and give that a look. Very similar in color to the oh bloody hell. Very similar in color to the Pumpkinhead. Very light honey-like color, but this one's a little hazier. There's some foggy stuff going on in there. Yeah, that smells of pumpkin. That smells of pumpkin, and it smells sweet. It smells sugary sweet. Second smell is milder, not as aggressive. Yeah, there's a haze about it. I don't know. Depth is a good word. There's some depth in there. Third sniff, nowhere near as aggressive. So I think maybe that it was just compared to the last one. This one smells much more sugary and sweet. I'm not getting a lot of spices. I'm getting a whisper of pumpkin, just a hint of pumpkin, and something else. Something else that I'm having trouble putting my finger on, but it's gentle. It's gentle and sweet. We'll give it a taste. Oh, that's fun. It's vanilla. There's a vanilla quality. Mouthfeel wise, very rich. The rich that haze is giving me. It's almost creamy. It's a fluffy ass beverage right there. Taste wise, yeah, pumpkin's right there. Still has a nice ale flavor to it, but not it's not very bitter. It's not very roasty toasty. It's pumpkin forward. With this vanilla and then a mild coffee flavor going in the back. Very gentle, like cappuccino. Like it's been very thinned down with sweeteners and cream and so forth. But just a mild hint of coffee going on. And oh no, I've just found something I don't like about it. With that cream, that vanilla, there's almost a hint of creme de menthe going on. There's the faintest touch of mint, like a cough of mint, not even a cough, like a wheeze of mint in it. That is mildly off-putting. This is a strange concoction, but I'm thinking of it very much in the terms of a witch's brew. They've really mixed it up, you know? I like that one, in spite of being weirded out by it. I don't know what it is about that. Why would I like? Oh, Hank Knott, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. And our last entry for this year is Atomic Pumpkin, a classic from the good folks at Voodoo Ranger. Now, as I've told you before, I've completely gone off pale ales at this point. I can't get behind an India Pale Ale. I can't get behind a regular pale ale. They just bore the tits off me. I love a good ale. I want it I want it roasty toasty. I want it malty and rich. It is a sick name. Voodoo Ranger is their line of ales. New Belgium is the brewery, and they do more than just ales, but most of what they do is Voodoo Ranger. They mostly stick to the ales. And Atomic Pumpkin is so named for a very specific reason. For this ale is not like anything else you'll taste, because not many ales contain ghost pepper extract. That's right. This is a spicy ale. Atomic Pumpkin is definitely giving me Fallout vibes, and even more so now that you know that it has ghost pepper in it. There's just something violent and volatile about this. That'll blow the arse off you. It's just a hint. We've had this in previous years, and I've always really, really liked it, despite the fact that it is more towards the pale ale flavor palette. Smell-wise, you can straight up smell the ghost pepper. I'm not joking. There is a quality in the nose that actually has kind of a mild burn to it. There's also a lot of cinnamon forward going on in there. Besides that, let's see here. Besides that, there is definitely a pumpkin smell, and there is a smell of something sweet. Yeah, definitely take care of yourself there, Hank. That's serious shit. I'm gonna finish this up, and then I'll talk to you more about that. Let's see. We'll give it a taste. We'll see how it is. Man, that's just a good idea. There's no getting around it. The pumpkin flavors are real calm this year. It's not over the top.
I think it's spicier this year.
They haven't gone aggressive in terms of their sugary sweetness or their overly pumpkininess. There's a roasty toasty quality that's just lurking in the background, and then it's that ghost. It's that, oh, you saw the pup? Here's my good girl.
She really, really wanted to come see you.
Oh, I know, Tolly, but I'm doing my beer comparison. I'm hyper focused on my beer review. We'll hang out. Don't worry. Indigo's here too. She's drawing.
Hello.
Nye guy already beat you to it. He's like, "Hi, Indigo."
Aww. Hello.
Let's see here.
Rowan.
Yeah, flavor-wise, that's phenomenal. That's really something special, but it's entirely different from the rest of the beers. And I feel like it's almost unfair to put it in the same category because the spiciness, the burn in my throat that comes from it, it's like I'm not even drinking beer. I'm drinking some sort of weird mystical concoction. I'm afraid this, like right from the beginning, I guess I shouldn't have done Dogfish Head right at the beginning because it was every single other beer that I tried, I was comparing to Dogfish Head, and none of them were measuring up. Dogfish Head's Pumpkin Ale this year is really solid. And they don't win every year, but this year's is really, really good. Yeah, that's just everything that I want in a pumpkin ale. So it's everything. I need it. No, so seriously, if you're looking for a pumpkin ale, Dogfish Head Pumpkin Ale, that'd be the way to go this year. This is the correct option for you. Saranac, little sleepy, a little weak. Pumpkinhead, stop calling yourself Pumpkinhead. You're Beehive Head. The Smutty Nose Pumpkin Ale, just stop. Just stop. And Pumpkin, interesting, fascinating. Not 100% what I was going for, but interesting. And Atomic Pumpkin, I honest to God, New Belgium, what the fuck, guys? It's an experience. It's not even a beer. It's an experience. So that's a wacky one. So anyway, that is it for the annual Halloween pumpkin beer review, just in time for my commercial warning. We've got commercials in 5 minutes. And now I'm actually going to try paying attention to chat and see how everybody's doing. Hacknot just recovering from surgery. Do you mind if I ask what they opened up? And you can't train or move much for a couple of days. You have to sit still. That's miserable. For a guy like you, that is not That's not going to sit well. That doesn't sound like a good time. I'm sorry, buddy. Smutty Nose needs to stop, and for the love of all that's holy, change their name. I agree. I don't know what they're thinking with a name like Smutty Nose. Their regular
Rowan.
emblem is a just don't even if you acknowledge him in any way, you're rewarding his behavior. Rowan is sitting at the top of the stairs meowing because he can't live without Indigo being up there. He's ridiculous. He's a wee baby. They removed a cyst I had above my belly button. Ew. All right. Well, I mean, provided that it wasn't too big, then that's not super invasive. But yeah, definitely you would not want to. You wouldn't want to be moving around because you'll just open it up again and then it won't heal right. So yeah, I would be careful with that. But yeah, you're not the sitting still kind of guy, are you? That's not easy. See that for me? That's like awesome. I'm gonna watch so many episodes of The Simpsons. I'm gonna sit and play so many hours of Dying Light the Beast. Like it. I'm a sedentary creature if left to my own devices. I very much enjoy sitting still. Pumpkin ale. It's Dogfish Head has done it this year. I will say that. I'll tell you that for free. One of the fun things about being old and fat and having an elongated soft palate is wearing a CPAP at night. And fun fact about a CPAP mask: if you don't clean your face, then the mask portion actually sticks to your face and holds all of the oils in place, and you wind up with these subsurface. I mean, they basically are little tiny cysts. You wind up with this awful like subdermal swelling, and so I have to be very careful about regularly cleaning my face, cleaning the mask, making sure that there's if I've done anything that made me sweat during the day, I have to really make sure that I clean that all up. Because they're super itchy and at times can be painful if you get them. I've had them a couple of times, and you spend your whole day just fucking around with them. You can't help but it's right near your nose. I mean, the beard insulates me magnificently in terms of the mask, and they say that for like if I were wearing a gas mask, this beard would get in the way. It's not a gas mask, so it's pushing air towards me. And so if a little bit leaks out the sides, like that's not the end of the damn world. So the beard and the mustache protect that part of my face. But this area right here, like from here around, is very susceptible to irritation, I guess. So it's miserable. And it is like having a cyst on your face. And it takes like a week or two for them to actually go down and go away. I guess you could puncture one if you wanted to, but I wouldn't recommend it. I think you're really supposed to let them go down naturally. Yeah, it's dreadful. Having one above your belly button though, I'd be so itchy. Is it itchy? Heck not. Oh my god, that would be the worst. I'd just be sitting here just God damn it. I'd be losing my mind with that. Not anymore? Oh, well, that's good. Usually it's when things are healing that they get itchy. So if it's already like if it was itching, then it was probably healing, and now it's probably actually getting pretty well healed. So that's good. That's really fast turnaround. Pumpkin ale. Hey, Lynn, how you doing? I'm really sorry, but you may or may not have missed the beer review. The short answer is it's this one. This is the one you want. The pumpkin ale. That's the good one. The rest weren't bad. There were others that I actually liked. The Pumpkin, he's a fun time. I enjoy him. That's a good beer. It's just not on the same level. The Voodoo Ranger Atomic Pumpkin, this is going to be divisive. He's got ghost peppers in him. He's tough. You don't want to mess with that guy. So that's a little tougher. But I have to say, 100% Pumpkin Ale. That's the one. That's the one. All right, so we got 2 minutes and 54 seconds of ads going, and then we'll have a sweet, sweet hour without ads. I don't want to leave out the folks who aren't subbed, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it as it is. We'll just keep talking. And honestly, it's not like they're missing out on anything more with the game than they are with me talking here, so I suppose we'll at least get it loaded up. How does that sound? But it's good to see so many of you turn out for this. I really appreciate it. The Halloween season this is my biggest streaming time. This is the time that I want to be doing streaming the most, is goofing around playing with Halloween and spooky stuff. This is my bread and butter right here. This is the good content. We got to see a handsome fellow with a majestic beard. Oh, you sweetheart. Let's see here. Good to see you too, and the rest of the gang. Yeah, everybody here is. I'm actually really pleased. Like the whole. If Laura shows up, I mean, Indigo is about 3 feet to my left. She's right here.
Hello.
So she doesn't need to be in the chat. But if Laura shows up, I mean, that's pretty much the whole crew. Huh? Yeah, Lynn just popped in. She actually says, meow, Indigo. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Oh my god.
Is there a puppy? Okay, all right. Well, you know what time it is. It's time for a puppy visit. Oh my god, she really wants to say hi. Come on up. Come on up. Come on up. She's really desperately been trying to hang out with her papa this whole time. I've been talking about beer, and she's like, Papa's talking, and he's talking very enthusiastically, and I love when Papa is excited. That's one of my favorite things, when my Papa sounds happy. You know, it's funny you should say that, Tolly, because one of my favorite things is when my puppy is happy. I love it. It's the best. Look at those pretty bat ears. Look at those pretty bat ears. Oh my goodness, you look like a little Halloween fruit bat. She is, isn't she? Lynn said she's so pretty.
Oh, shoot.
She is such a pretty girl. She's a beautiful pup. Okay, you gonna hop down? What a sweetie. My goodness. I love that dog. She's just the best. She's my favorite dog. My favorite dog in the whole world. My favorite. All right, so I did a little bit of research, and I found out. You see that bunker there? That bunker right there is telling us that there is a place we want to go. Batman costume? What? Oh yeah, we could get our Batman costume for Halloween. That would be adorable. The Sons of the Forest. I want to get her a little dog skeleton costume. Sons of the Forest pickaxe. I want to see where that is. Location. Pickaxe location. Because pickaxe location. There it is. There it is. All right, so there's a cave there. That's no good. Gotta go up, and it's slightly above a circular lake. Have we already been in there? Shit, I don't know. We're gonna get we're gonna get a pickaxe because we want to be able to mine solophyte. And the reason we want solophyte is I found out there's an upgrade station in this game, guys. I could literally upgrade my weapons. Like this katana can be a fucking gold katana and can do 30% more damage. And I'll be damned if I'm not going to take that opportunity.
Did my dad ever show you our World War II katana?
No, your dad has not shown me any such thing. Well, I can't just not go in there. Right? I can't just not. All right, I was headed towards the thing, and now completely. Look, I'm sorry. I'm easily distracted. I'm sorry. Yeah, when you come up upon a bunker like an open thing like that, you can't not go down there. And then look at all this blood and gore that's lying around. I mean, obviously there's something waiting for me down here. All the possible loot is just in there waiting to be found. Exactly. Too convenient place not to take a gander inside. You gandered, sir. I saw you take a gander. What is... That's from Sweeney Todd. And it's the late, great Alan Rickman saying the word gandered. And you really can't go wrong. What is this shit? It's Loot Goblin Law? 100%. I am a Loot Goblin. There's no getting around that. Loot Goblin. Oh, I don't like the look of this. Guys, there's a little stuffed rabbit over there. I think we might be fucked. He's got a heart on his sweater. He's too adorable. This is a ploy. As soon as we turn our backs, he's gonna fucking kill us. He's the true villain of this game. I think you might be right. It's the bunker's painted purple. After you see the bunny, the bunker is painted purple. We're fucked, guys. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. Do you remember that video of the guy who had the owl in his house? Babe, you know the one I'm talking about. There's like an owl in his kitchen, and he's like, don't look at me like that. Please don't move. And he's got the owl on a Swiffer, and he's trying to get it to go out the window. It's like,
don't remember that.
oh my God, it's so good. The bunny killed all those guys at the entrance. He's just waiting for the next unsuspecting victim. Imagine if it was the rabbit from Monty Python on the Holy Grail. Death awaits you with big, sharp, pointy teeth. That's a quote I ought to have on my little board here. Talking about the beast. You know, when he comes to get you. Okay, so we've got a lovely ballerina here. And a lovely note. It says preliminary declarations. Wow, I see. That's what happens when you sample multiple beers. I can't say the word declarations. Apparently, prior wills and codicils. I revoke all prior wills and codicils. Marital status. I am married. See, that says martial status, but it means marital status, and I defy you to tell me that I am mixing up my letters there. Martial. That should be M-A-R-I-T, marital status. I am married to Barbara Puffton, my spouse. Current children, I have the following living child, Virginia Puffton. Monster behind the rabbit? No, it is the rabbit. Maybe he means Barbara is a karate partner? Maybe. A martial partner is his karate partner? Martial status. I am married to Barbara Puffton, my spouse, and she is martial in every aspect. That bitch will fuck you up. The term child and children, blah, 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 blah. I leave to Virginia Puffton if they shall survive me for their own, absolutely, my entire estate of $794,515,397,992. You left out cents. Witness whereof Edward Puffton left the entire estate to his daughter Virginia. That's a whole lot of numbers. It sure. I don't know what to think anymore. That was a lot of numbers. Yes. This guy's got a hand grenade. Blow yourself up in the daughter's room. Blow yourself up right there, Yvonne. What the fuck? What was the plan? She sure has a lot of ballerina figures and slippers galore. I got a pretty dress. Fashionista, collect every piece of clothing. Fuck yeah! He doesn't deal in change. Yeah, well, I don't suppose he has to if he's got hundreds of billions. Can I wear the dress? We'll find out after this quick break. Wetsuit, winter jacket, leather jacket, tactical jacket, tuxedo, pajamas, blazer, hoodie, wetsuit, space suit is what I'm currently wearing. Guys, there is no option for me to wear the dress. I'm very sorry. I would take it if I could, but I can't. Listen, were I able to be a fabulous queen, you bet your ass that I would be. It's not letting me. Frankly, I feel limited by this game at this point. Open world survival horror crafting. Open world. You won't let me put on a dress? The fuck? Disappointed! What on earth is this? They like worship the fuck out of the golden cube and of themselves on the island for some sacrifice of divinity or something. Maybe. It seems like they worship the fuck out of themselves, but these cultists showing up and being like, blow yourself up in the daughter's room, like, do they worship the golden cube? Do they think that the rich folk here are defiling it in some way? I don't know. It's outrageous. Fallout 4 had me in the summer shorts smashing heads with a super sled. I do love the number of outfit customizations in those games. You can be a real dandy boy in there if you want to, or you can be a pretty little lass, or you can be a sexy ass. Whatever you want. You got plenty of options. Okay, so it's a lovely place, but is there anything to do? Well, we found our first actual dead body. Well, no, I mean, it's not our first actual dead body. I just don't count cultists as people. You know how it is. Guys, did you like the joke where I drank the beer and then spit it out into a bucket? Because I had that bucket at the ready. You don't see the bucket. It looks like I just spit it on the floor, but I had a bucket ready for that gag. And I'm not going to lie, I had already tasted the Smutty Nose Pumpkin Ale, and I already knew it was dog shit. So I planned that, and I'm proud of it.
光线充足，距离其他客人非常近，但都是高净值的个体。有氧运动，一切都能让你在这里生活的同时保持健康，就像一个小城市。哦，有台球桌、游戏、大屏幕。这里我们有传统风格的浴缸，还有，不要，快走，快走！
Okay, so the cultist's goal was here to blow themselves up in the rich people's place for religious reasons. That's fascinating. I remember you had to go searching for the bucket last time when you mixed those two drinks. I still have the recording of that, by the way. It's one of my favorites. It's when you dared me to mix two drinks that I didn't like to see if they would be any better together.
I think it was like pickle and peanut butter.
It was the pickleback, and then it was the one that was photo-aged saison in gin barrels.
Oh god, that was awful.
And I seriously,
Like turpentine.
genuinely wondered if they had like accidentally put some sort of industrial solvent in the can. It was really, really bad. Yeah, the cultists worship the cube. That's who I meant was the cultists. Lol. I know there's like lore explanation, but it's been a while since I looked into it, so I can't remember the exact reasons and stuff. It seems to me that they are religiously obsessed with the cubes. I mean, they had drawings of the holy city, the future city and all of that stuff that you see when you go into the cube. So they definitely like have an understanding of what the cube is, at least. And it seems to me that they have decided that these people profane the cube with their wealth and their acquisition of money and power. And you know what? I agree. I wouldn't blow myself up for it, but I rescued Eric LeBlanc. That is just like the cover of the movie Alive. Just so you know, that's a deliberate reference to a movie called Alive.
It's a good movie.
Is it? Have you seen Alive?
Yes, I have.
Well, okay. Indigo has seen Alive. I never actually watched it. I just saw it in the video stores.
Based on a true story.
Yes. And The Simpsons did a fantastic parody of it where they were like, pass me another hunk of co-pilot. No thanks to the plane, many of us are still alive. I've been watching Simpsons a lot lately. I won't lie, every time you type the cube, I just hear Optimus Prime. God damn it. Damn you, Michael Bay, you've ruined life for all of us. Okay, so there wasn't actually a whole lot to do or be done in this place. There was a little bit of lore. But I didn't really get much out of it. I feel kind of ripped off. Where the hell am I? And where the hell was I? No. Ah, there it was. I was going to say, there's a fucking entrance around here. Someplace. Okay. Purple, purple, purple. Alright, now this is where we have to be very, very careful. Because there it is. There it is. Waiting for us. I don't trust like that. I don't trust something like that. Okay, we got away from it. We got out clean. I don't know, the devs did a much better job of giving lore behind the mass amount of bodies this game versus the forest. I feel like, if I'm being honest, this game is more convoluted. The story behind this one is more convoluted than the first one. You're going?
Yeah, this is not comfortable.
Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I hope that you find a comfortable seat in which to draw. Yeah. And I love you.
I'll join the stream though.
Okay.
Like, I'll be in chat. So.
You are a good baby and a sweet baby.
Oh, thank you. And Sancocho and bread pudding are on their way.
Fucking hell. There's this restaurant around here that does.
It's like Dominican.
I think it's Dominican.
It's Dominican and Peruvian, I believe.
Okay, we're not 100%. Dominican and Peruvian possibly. We'll figure it out. In any case, it's absolutely delicious. And they have this dish called sancocho, which is, well, it's magical, is the thing. And I really, really like it. So we're excited to have that coming. And then they make bread pudding, and the bread pudding's delicious. So I always order that. And I'm just real excited to get that. Guys, I'm real excited that it's Friday in general. Like, I need my weekend, guys. I think I'm one of like 5 people who don't know what he sounds like. Or where's... Oh, Optimus Prime? He's from the Ghostbusters movies, right? No, I'm kidding. He's from Transformers, and those movies are shit. Absolute shit. And don't pay attention to them whatsoever. Yeah, it's that. It's definitely that. It's that cave. It's a great voice for Optimus Prime. You should check it out. I think the voices sound cool. I'll give them that. I got some less fancy steak burgers from the local butchers. Ooh. I do love me some steak burgers. Oh man, I am already showing my fatigue. It's, what is it? 6:02. I don't know what my deal is, but I can't sleep through the fucking night anymore. Like I legit have trouble. Like I wake up in the middle of the night. It's big robot fight big robot. You don't watch it for the plot. Fair, but that's... Guys, I went to school for television and film production. Like, it's kind of my thing. Like, it's an art. And that's reducing it to something sad and little. And I want it to be more than that. Yay! My baby's here in the chat, and she's saying hello to the rest of the people here. Fuck! What was that? Is that another skunk? Did I get sprayed by another skunk? You guys gotta stop doing that. I'm not looking for trouble, okay? Asshole skunks around here. Real skunks are very nice. I'm just letting you know. That's my wife. She in the chat being cute. I love my wife. Got a stupid little song about my wife. 'Cause she adorable. And if you don't agree, then you can go fuck yourself. 'Cause I love my wife. Alright, we're gonna go in the sulfite cave. But not until I have put... I don't have any tarps. You're telling me I don't have any tarps? Okay. Alright. That's fine. We'll open the book. We'll make a hunting shelter right near the place. Because I'm not going in there until I have saved. We're not doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, a 9, and a 10. And I'm gonna knock this tree over. Come here. No, don't go over there. You don't want to go that way. It's a bad way to go. Like autoerotic asphyxiation. It's embarrassing. Alright, I heard you, little wiener, and I'm not worried about you in the slightest. You hear me? Here we go. Okay. Surely being sprayed by a skunk in this would cover the scent and help out. Actually, you'd think it would probably be a good thing. Gravity was absolutely trying to steal my logs. It was fucking with me hardcore. This is not good for your hands. You shouldn't do that. You get rope burn that way. Gravity went yoink. Okay. It's gonna get weird in here. Oh, Jesus Christ. I hear things. I hear things and I don't like hearing things when I'm in this. When I'm in a cave, I don't want to hear things. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't vibe for me. Gravity just messes with you specifically. Weird is your go-to? Well, you're in for it. Is all I can... Ah! Goddamn bats. Yeah, it's very funny for you. I'm the one with the fucking elevated heart rate. Well, I'm not going down there. We'll go over here. That'll be great. You know what I really love is like Kyle Crane's Survivor sense. Just like search the ground, you know? Wouldn't that be helpful? Gravity at it again. True. Alright, here we go. That's a good thing I didn't just start charging forward. I would have dunked right there. It's always down for something. Oh, you and I guy. oxygen tanks. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get my weird rebreather thing. Where is my weird rebreather thing? Do I have it? Where is it? Hey, rebreather? There you are. Rebreather. No, well, yes, I was hoping that I'd be able to refill you with an oxygen tank is the goal, but okay, I absolutely can't do that. That's a bummer. Through the water. Ooh, spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Something, 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 something. It's a real bad time. Yeah, see, I knew Night Guy would approve of that. You guys are ridiculous. Yo, speaking of handheld scanners, I've been looking at those because there's a weird part of me that wants to like scan shit and then 3D print it because that would be fun. And I do have a 3D printer that I haven't used in 6 months because I hyperfixate and then abandon stuff like it's my job. But anyway, my point is that it would be real fun to 3D print things that I scan in the world. I also really, really like the idea of 3D scanning Tali's head and then making a helmet that is perfectly form-fitted to her head. Why? Shut up. Because I wanna, that's why. I just think it would be, I think it would be a ride. I'm gonna break that one. There you go, I got it. Took me a minute. Could carve out some shapes on wood, scan the 3D print them. Exactly. Like Subnautica. Like the little Vikings and Tali. Well, just think about this, okay? If I could 3D scan Tali's head and then make a 3D print of that, I could inverse it and it would be the outside of Tali's head, right? And then I can make a little helmet. And then I can make a little helmet with a GoPro camera, because I have a GoPro. And then I could get Tali cam, and we just see whatever Tali's looking at. How much fun would that be? This is what I came here for, by the way. This is the forge. Lets me build stuff. We're gonna go down here, I guess. Seems like a terrible idea, so why not? My father has a CNC machine for wood cutting. Those are cool. I like those. I see, the thing is that like my 3D printer, it's an FDM printer, not a resin printer, so it's healthier and safer. But FDM still prints in PLA and other plastics, and we've already got enough plastic out there. So I like the CNC printers because you're just cutting wood. And then it's all natural materials. It's biodegradable. Like, I feel a lot better about that. Now, see, this is where you walk in, and then something jumps out at you. I just know it. Okay, maybe not. But then you get too comfortable. You think you're okay, and then you wake up and you're on fire. So I don't know, man. It's like that episode of the IT Crowd, where he's talking about how he can't stand balloons. He says they're filled with the potential to give me a mild fright, and I can't bear that. I'm like, fair. I wanted to get into wood carving in the past, but I don't have the hands for it. I'll just stick to drawing and crochet. Well, I'll tell you what, you don't have the hands for it until you do it for a while, because your hands are going to hurt. And then you'll get calluses, and you'll build up the hand muscles, and it will get better. I won't lie to you. But you will also cut yourself a lot if you're anything like me. And you'll be like, why did I do this? I wish I could stop hurting myself, and yet there you are bleeding. You know, it's tough. But I have a wood shop in the garage. I just quoted IT Crowd earlier, something about be prepared to eat humble pie from the oven of shame. Set the gas mark egg on your fit. Nice! I love moss. What is that? What is that? Why is there lightning over there? What is this? Oh, shit. It's a piece of the pie. It's one of them weird golden artifact things. More worried about burning myself seems to be a theme. Ah, well, yeah, that's for real. Just about some time. Drawing and crochet is already good. I'm 100% with you on that. I feel like having those are some awesome skills to have. So, not trying to force you into woodworking, and there is a potential with woodworking to mangle your hands so that you can no longer draw or crochet. So, keep those things in mind. Like, it's dangerous shit. I'm about 1/3 of the way through a crocheted blanket right now, trying to finish it before I start any more projects. Yeah, I suppose that's reasonable. I tend to hyperfixate on one thing at a time. And I've been thinking about this recently. It's like I've been streaming a lot lately. I've been clipping and editing clips and posting things to YouTube and trying to really maintain my continuous presence on TikTok and YouTube and all of that. And there comes a point where you kind of go, I kind of want to do other stuff. And so it has occurred to me of late that perhaps I might like to stream less and do some woodworking. That might be nice. So I don't know. I'm not 100% because I'm actually making traction here. Like I'm starting to get new viewers and we're having fun, and I'm actually enjoying streaming. But it's a difficult dichotomy where you're like, should I keep doing this thing or should I try doing the other thing? It's always fun to finish off the longer projects. I have to do one at a time or I'll fail the other night. Yeah, 100%. If I try to do multiple things at once, I'm fucked. Here we go. Oh, shit. No, this is bad. Okay. That could have theoretically been deadly. It'd be good to balance out hobbies, interests, burn out less often. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Ah! You fucker! Get in the water. See how that works out for you, you prick. Did he fall in the water? Yeah, he did, you spotted bastard. You spotted dick. You're good for a couple of pieces of creepy meat. There you go. 2 creepy meat collected. Fantastic. Can't carry any more energy bars. Well, I know just what to do about that. Let me eat some of them energy bars. Where are they at anyway? Rotten oyster, rotten oyster, rotten oyster, rotten oyster. Where's the energy bars? They're there. Okay, let me eat one of them. Man, it looks like 101 Dalmatians had a baby with a cannonball. A cannibal? Yeah, basically. He nasty. Can I drink out this jar? No? Alright, I'm gonna fill up on that jar. Let's drink some sody pop. Already feeling better. Fantastic. Grab another one of them. Good. Doesn't make any goddamn sense. Why would this lead to a dead end? Grenade. Nah, there's something to this place. This can't just end in a dead end. That doesn't work for me. I don't cotton to that. There's got to be something else going on down here. I'm gonna put some serious time into learning guitar. Had it ages now, and I still haven't nailed the chords. Oh, you know what? I tried playing guitar when I was a kid, and walked out on it real hard because I have no dedication or grit, and I regret that. I really would like to know how to play an instrument. I've actually been making appointments to work on my hand and wrist so I can get back to crochet and drawing more instead of having to put those off because I'm in too much pain. That sucks. I hate that, and I'm sorry that that's what you're going through. Because I have a friend, Nayla, who streams. I watch a lot of her streams, and she's an illustrator, and she's got like carpal tunnel or something, and it's really getting in the way of her doing her work. It's getting in the way of her streaming. It's just a super bummer, and I hate that because it's like that's the thing that you do because you're passionate about it. It's the thing you do that because you enjoy it, and a physical obstacle like that just gets in the way of you experiencing happiness. It sucks. Won't lie, the reason I want to play the guitar is the Dying Light 1 theme. Seriously? Those compression gloves can help. I've used them, and they're alright. What is that? Who's there? What's going on? I'm hearing things, and I'm not liking hearing those things. What is this? What is this place? This doesn't seem like anything. It seems like it just went into a nowhere cave with a skeleton in it. And while I do enjoy me a good skeleton, ah! Now what's this? I've got a guitar. I don't plan on paying for lessons until I've looked up some YouTube stuff to see if I can keep up with consistently learning and being able to play on my own. But it is on the long-term plan when I get in a better space. Also, did tenor sax for a long while. My niece plays tenor sax. And she's pretty darn good. She was in marching band. But yeah, I would really like to... This is gonna sound weird, like really out of character, but I'd like to learn how to play banjo. Is that an odd aspiration? I don't know, banjo just sounds fun. It's a neat sound. Banjos are so cool. Alright, well I was worried that it was gonna sound like dumb or something, but I just always thought they were kinda neat. Alright, there's the pickaxe. That's what I came for. Actually, I came for the pickaxe and for the other thing. The recipe there. Mine solidified ore. Good. Get as much of this shit as we can. I don't think it's weird. It sounds pretty cool, actually. Oh, okay. Thank you. They are either a blessing or a curse. Those laugh guitars? Oh, like a steel guitar? Yeah, I think those are neat. You know what else I like? Is hammered dulcimer. I think that's just one of the most fun instruments for like Christmas time. Alright, I got lots of sulfite out of the deal, and it appears there's even more. I literally can't carry anymore. Why would they make it so you'd have a carry limit on sulfite? That seems stupid to me. Is that dumb? 20 of them? Alright, well, I guess that's all I can carry is 20 sulfite. Bullshit, but here we are. Got myself a marimba? Ooh. You know what is fun is, what are they, it's a drum, but it's like a, oh shit, there's two of them. Okay, we got problems. I don't want to lose all my stamina here. Let's, good. There goes your leg. There goes your head. Good. What's the drum that they play in the Caribbean? You know the one I'm talking about. Guys, you're typing like paragraphs over here. I'm having trouble reading it all. Can you like shorten them a little bit? Steel drum. I think those are neat. I like those. It's just a small block of wood with steel springs that resonate a tone with a press down on the end, like a metal ruler. Oh, interesting. I think it's like bing, bong, 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 bing, bong, bong, bing, bing, bong, bong. Yeah, I've seen those. There's actually a small limit to that. Yeah, it's kind of silly, but the stuff is scattered everywhere. So if you have a well set up base, you can just stack a ton of shelves and go harvest more. Okay. I don't think that's a marimba, dude. I think a marimba is like, I thought a marimba was like, the hell am I thinking about? Thought it was kind of like a xylophone. I am probably wrong. I don't know. Maybe I should just shut my mouth on the subject, because I'm clearly uneducated and foolhardy. You do need a lot if you want to upgrade your weapons. Yeah, well that's what I want to do. I want to upgrade my weapons. I want to build stuff. I want to build a base. I want to build like a cool base though, not like some stupid base. Build a neat one. Let's see here. I want to build a base that is relatively defensible. Oh, hey, look at this. Devil's Club. Nice, that's good stuff. Oh, sweet. That is the spinny trap of some sort. Can't pick up any of that booze. Or that sulfite for that matter. But I can get some Devil's Club, and that's always good shit. That stuff is super useful in real life. You're right, I googled it. Is it like a xylophone, but like more springy or something? Xylophone, I think it's the one that's made out of wood, and a marimba's shit, I don't know. It is called a mini kalimba. Okay. I know the things that you're talking about, and I always thought they were neat, and I like small, simple instruments like that because it makes it feel more accessible. Like, I can fuck around with this thing and figure it out. If I have a little bit of time, give me a minute, I can figure this thing out. Is the vibe that I get off of that, and like an ocarina. There's just some instruments that are more accessible. It's not like learning how to play the fucking piano, you know? There's like 7 notes on it. Okay, cool. I really want to make one of those handmade banjos from an old metal can and some wood. Oh, yeah. Or a bucket. A bucket, and I remember it was in Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. One of the characters plays a bucket with a broom handle and a metal string, like a wire, and that's his instrument. I always thought those are fun. You ever watch Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas? It's a Jim Henson movie. It's really cute. I just love Jim Henson. Well, look it up, you Philistine. The scene where they're driving is so adorable because it's clearly just like a cylinder made out of like a grass kind of thing, and they're just rolling the grass around. So they're like up on top of it. You can see the the like world moving behind their car, but their car's not actually moving. It's really fucking cute. The whole movie is like that. It's just adorable practical special effects for cute little moments. I'll add it to the list, he says. I think you'd better had. Blueberries! Aw, apparently I have too many blueberries. I have no one to blame but myself. But where would be a nice defensible location? A river is good. Because rivers can carry logs for you. We have too many blueberries. I agree. The fact that there's a limit on blueberries in your inventory is kind of bullshit. Okay. What the fuck? There's the chopper. Right near this golf course thing. Okay, so this is definitely where I dig. I've got that figured out. That must be maintenance bunker 3. And we'll check it out in a minute. But right now I'm going up here to this thing. Lovely soundtrack they've got going for me here, which is a plus. Oh, another GoPro film.
Wakey.
Why, there's the eggs, but where's the bakey?
Look at this man trying to get away. Not today.
Are they shooting cultists? Jesus.
Chris.
Well, that's not what you want. That's awful. Jen Yu, I saw your little tape. Get off my island. Ed. Yeah, well, I would feel much the same. That's gross.
Wakey, wakey.
Hunting people is not a cool pastime, my man. Hey, bud, sorry that you're not going to survive this. Nice. Corpses, 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 juice. That's what you want. Jen Yu, keep an eye out. One of the Puffton's old researchers contacted Timmy LeBlanc, the kid with the mutant arm. He's also looking for the cube. Chuck. Why would Timmy LeBlanc be looking for the cube? Alright, I've cleaned this place out about as good as I can. Can't carry any more of this shit. Human head. Sweet. I was wrong. Oh my fucking god. Alright, I was trying to hit the goddamn radio, not hit the cook stove. Shit. It's a very sad music for a very sad moment in my career in which I just absolutely smashed a fucking camp stove. I'm sorry, guys. I let you down. Glad you found that amusing, Jinx. At least it wasn't a seagull this time. Yeah, the seagull, it seriously looked like the seagull exploded. I love that on my YouTube video, somebody actually posted, like in the comments, no, you hit a camp stove. It wasn't the seagull. And I was like, yeah, I know. I was trying to have some fun. Can you just play with me in this space? Can we goof around a little bit, you know? I also find many stupid things funny, so you are in good company. Don't worry about it. Well, for all you know, that person thought I wasn't very observant, you know? So it's all part of the fun. Had a hilarious moment earlier with one of your short... Did you? Which one? Maintenance C. I was right. Do I want to go in Maintenance C, or does this, like, take me to a finished quest line or something? I don't want to end this. I don't want to end the game. Let's see here. Pumpkin, I guess, is what I'm drinking. Everything's fine. Some nice looking dirt. Commented about it, but it was the jump scare. Nice. The backfiring jump scare. That was a good time. Enjoyed that.
Wow, a gun!
Oh my god, and what a gun. Gord, for a deserted island, there's an awful lot of bodies we're finding. Heck. I went to like the comment, and you know how when you're first to like a short, it gives confetti? The short, oh, yeah. I've definitely seen that. What's this? Light bulbs. Okay. This bunker is as yet unfinished. It's the same design as all the others. It just doesn't have any of the fun wall work. Guys, you need to put in the goddamn effort. I happen to click the like button and have confetti everywhere. He's got jump scared. Nice. That's awesome. It's the little things in life you should appreciate, you know? That's pretty rad. YouTube is... both YouTube and TikTok are kind of fucking me over right now. Really, Gabor?
Your conversation really is most entertaining. If you would close the door on your way out.
I do absolutely love when they try to sell me crap on my stream. And I love that quote from Sherlock Holmes. Have any... Oh. This particular bottle of pumpkin, there's something not right going on there. I'm not going to drink any more of that one. No. No. And I like pumpkin. You know what it is? My God. This pumpkin, this bottle of pumpkin, I think has been mildly contaminated with the spices they use in their Christmas ale. They're crossing their spices. And it's too many spices at once. They're all gentle, but there are too many of them. And I feel like this one came out a little fucked. It hasn't been every bottle. I hope it's not every bottle. Jesus, that would be so bad if I got, because I bought a 4-pack. These are not cheap, guys. These are $20 for a 4-pack. So it's $5 a bottle. And if they're all like that, oh my God, no, no. Yes, the beer in question was called the Pickle Monster, and it was a briny little contribution. There are some people who really like pickle-based stuff. My sister loves pickles, dill pickles. Both of my sisters love them. I swear it's something to do with being Korean, because historically there's been so much pickling there. You've got kimchi, and you have pickled fish and pickled... There's pickled eggs, and everything's pickled. And I think that after a certain number of generations, your body, your biology actually becomes accustomed to certain things. Like, I swear that wine gives me a headache and gets me drunk, but whiskey doesn't bother me at all. And I think that's because of the Scottish and the Irish blood in my veins. So my theory is that my sisters require pickles because generations of their Korean ancestors ate pickles, and so they have a need for more salt. I don't know. They absolutely adore anything pickled. The dill pickle flavored potato chips, which I will confess I also like. But my sister likes this drink called a pickleback, which is some sort of horrible alcohol drink where you actually put pickle juice into the booze, and I'm like, no, like, I can't do that. She loves it. She thinks it's delicious. I'm like, no, thank you. But pickle beer, it was not my cup of tea. I did not care for it, and it is the pickle incident. It lives on in infamy. I really hope that this pumpkin is not all fucked with that nonsense, because I just took a sip of it and it was just like, oh, it was worse than the smutty nose. Guys, I have nothing to fall back on at this point. I've got the smutty nose pumpkin ale. I've got the atomic pumpkin, which I actually gave the rest of it to Indigo because that's what she wanted tonight. So I was like, all right, I'm going to pour a little glass of it and then I'll give you the rest of this one. This can, it's empty. It's a fake. So I can't drink that. The Saranac is watery as piss. The Pumpkinhead ale, actually, no, all right, that's the solution. The Pumpkinhead, it doesn't taste like pumpkins, but it's a nice beer, so I'll drink it. The can is a metaphor. Maybe. Maybe that's why I like tea. What? I'm reading. I'm going to have the pickle juice and the beer separate. I did a food tour in Istanbul, and we stopped at a shop that only sold pickled stuff, where they give us pickle brine as in a glass to drink. This is what I'm talking about. My sister Casey will 100% down that shit. She'll literally just drink pickle juice, and I'm like, no, you can't do that. Anyway, I've had enough beer at this point where I need to use the restroom. We have an incredible 2 minutes and 13 seconds until ads, and frankly, I'm not gonna make it. So I'm gonna take a little break here, and I'm going to use the facilities, and then I shall return to you fresh as a daisy. So see you shortly. My apologies. I ultimately made the decision that it's like, you know what? I'm not really enjoying any of these other beers. So I'm going to get one that I do. This right here is Omegang Witte. So I snagged some of that. And, well, that's just fine. All of the other beers, I would have drank the New Belgium. I would have drank the Atomic Pumpkin. If I had more of that, I would have drank that. But the rest, no. It's not worth the calories. It's not worth the alcohol. It's not worth any of that to me. So I just said the hell with it. And got myself a Witte, because Witte always pleases. This is a year-round beer that Omegang makes. You can get it winter, spring, summer, or fall. All you got to do is call, and Witte will be there. You got a friend, so I'm just fine with that. But that's a shame because I really think that Pumpkin, the Southern Tier Pumpkin, I really think there's something wrong with it. I don't think that it's a bad beer. I think there's something genuinely wrong going on in there. I think that batch is a little fucked up, or that pack that I got. Maybe the pack was skunked. Not sure. Would 100% be driving that excavator. If only I could. I'd be all. But alas, it's just not meant to be. I believe my last name is of Norwegian descent, so that would be my first guess. Ooh, would you mind sharing your last name? I understand if you don't want to share that on stream, but I am curious about the potentially That's Foxglove, that is. That right there, that's Foxglove or Monkshood. One of the two. Look at all the acres of land. You're not wrong. They got plenty of land. I unironically love that song. It's so funny. And you know I'll love you, darling, so give me your hand. But the thing I want the most is all the acres of land. Well, I got a brand new combine harvester, and I'll give you the key. Come on now, let's get together in perfect harmony. I've got 20 acres, and you've got 43. Well, I got a brand new combine harvester, and I'll give you the key. A marvelous little piece of work. A brilliant little parody, honestly on par with Weird Al. Like, you guys managed to make a joke song that rivals Weird Al. Well done. It's high praise as far as I'm concerned. Let's see here. Let's have a look in this here cave. Well, shit, I'd be super excited about all that sulfite, except I can't do a goddamn thing with it. Well, now we know. I know the place is ruddy, surrounded with dead men. For fuck's sake, shut the hell up. Oh, hey, look, it's one of those little shits. It's two of those little shits. I hate those little bastards. So I want to go someplace where I can't be hassled by those pricks. But I want someplace with a nice view as well. Wouldn't you want a nice... Is that on my screen? What is that? Oh, it's a hair. Okay, good. I was a little worried about that. Would you not want a lovely view of the ocean? Not with a gross trench like that, though. That's no good. I don't know. What the hell? There's got to be some place around here. I have to find a golf cart. I have to move around faster. I'm wasting everybody's time here. Be finding a good view as well with all this real estate. That's the thing, is that I've got a whole island to choose from. So I feel as though the priority now has shifted to let's enjoy the aesthetic beauty of a golf cart submerged partially in a pond. That's a view right there. No, if I'm gonna get a place, I'm gonna get a place that looks real nice. And frankly, I just don't think this golf course shit is it. It's not doing it for me. I will check out their caves though. Duct tape is always welcome. There's tons of solophyte in this golf course, and I never realized how rich in solophyte the golf course was. Sunken golf cart is a metaphor? I sure hope so. Metaphor for the downfall of the rich. Go hide in your bunkers. We'll find you. There's plenty of trees around here. There are an enormous number of skunks on this golf course. Does that strike anybody else as odd? Or is it just me? Ah, good. Golf carts on my radar. To the carts. Maybe we'll go to that bay. If you look up on my map, if you look straight upwards, there's a nice little inlet there. Maybe I can make use of that. That could be a lovely place for a home. I would just wall the entire area and make a full-on wooden fort in the clearing. It's not a bad idea, but what I'd like is a natural border on one side. I'd like some sort of barrier on one side to begin with. Hey, the Night V. Marvelous. Okay, well this is a bit of fun. Alright, we've got a Night V. Let's make use of it. I love this thing. It's great. Watch out for all them rocks. Easier to let nature do some of the work for you? Yes, exactly. We want to take advantage of our surroundings. Fuck me. Alright, well, I don't want to do that. Oh, great. Little pricks jumping out of bushes. That's just what I fucking need. Maybe no on stream for my safety, but it's kind of cool to dig into. Sorry, I was distracted. I'm not delayed. Oh, okay. I was a little concerned, but I completely understand that's why I always ask questions like that instead of just being like, hey, what's your last name? I'm like, hey, what's your last name? If you're comfortable sharing that information on stream. Totally respect. Because, you know, privacy and safety are paramount. So I get that. Is this the bay with all the yeah, it is. It's the bay with all the boats. Okay. So here's what we want to do. I want this bay. I want to use this bay. What we want to do here is go up. And I mean way up. Because what I want is a natural cliff face as one of my borders. That will give me an opportunity to escape on paraglider back. Which would be of enormous utility when dealing with cannibal attacks. Fuck! Ayo, bruv. Have you found the golf caddy yet? No, I haven't. Man like Zing, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Welcome to the show. Let's see here. I had a similar subject today in the chemist, aka pharmacy, for a non-North Iron folk. Well, I know what a chemist is. The lady behind the counter was confused about my mother and brother's name, and I had to Google it. I had to Google it. Golf caddy is actually mental. Climbs up 90-degree hills, and really, is that a legit thing, or are you just fucking around with me? Which is fine. I don't mind a bit of fucking around. Just so as long as you're prepared to find out. It's an impressive piece of machinery to be able to go up 90-degree hills. It would be tits. You can go up the mountains fully sideways. Well, this thing is not having any of it, I'm afraid. Okay, there we go. All right. I think this shall be the location of my new home. This is my plan. Now we need to do a little bit of improvisation. Yeah, we've got a cliff face on one side, and then we've got a cliff we can jump off on the other. There's only 2 directions they can come from. That's fantastic. I personally love this idea. Let's break out the book. The night feast seems like a great idea. 100% face planting a tree every 5 seconds. Yes, that would be me as well. I would not survive well. Survive small platform. Shabadoo. No, this is garbage. That's what this is. Where's the? All right, so I want custom stuff. How do I do custom stuff? It's not here. That's the weird thing. All right. Good. Where's the custom bloody house building? Wait, was that a jail? Small rabbit hutches. Okay. Oh, that's fine. Tree platforms, small platforms, short defensive wall, bench, chair, round table. Where's the custom shit? Have I gone mad? It is a jail for rabbits, basically. Where's the custom shit? Well, you ought to know, Die Guy. You're supposed to know these things. You're not being very helpful at all. I have to say I'm very disappointed in your performance of late. Yeah, it's got to be up here. Hunting shelter, small log cabin, lean-to, lookout tower, tree platform, tree shelter, small platform, medium platform. Is it? No, that's not it. There's, storage, utility. Have I gone mad? There's supposed to be a thing where I can build a platform and just have it be fucking nanners. Right? It might be worth Googling it. Yeah, well, you know what? You're right. You're 100% right. I could spend a whole bunch of time on stream just going, what the fuck? Or I could actually look it up. Sons of the Forest. Custom shelter. The point of building a custom shelter, custom buildings, Sons of the Forest wiki. Okay, watch custom building. Intro. Sons of the Forest is a partially diegetic custom building system which allows players to make a custom blah 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 blah. The game still contains the blueprint building system for certain structures, and the player can switch between both systems when holding their guidebook. It's got to be in the second thing. Be like those streamers who flip through it constantly looking to find it while the chat gets on their own games to find it with you. I mean, in all honesty, I feel like I'd be like those streamers who are just like, hey, I'm going to look this thing up, and then their viewers are like, I need to get the fuck out of here. It's here. It's here. This is it. So, custom floor, wood, logs. It's got to be just like I chop down the logs and it... Yeah, it's just, you just lay it down. That axe scared the shit out of the moss on that tree. It sure did. It ran like hell. Is this normal? What is that, a wall? I've already got little fuckers hanging around my camp. And I can't abide that shit. Would you excuse me? Rowan is apparently pissing off Indigo so much that she's shouting at him. I will be right back. Fucking hell, that cat drives me nuts. Let's see here. You have to individually add every place for however long and however high, etc. you want it. It's just really consuming. Something totally unique. You can even build it raised. If you got the logs shorter, to be little short log stumps and stick them in the ground as a platform. It's much more time consuming, but super cool for unique builds. Well, I'm interested in that idea. The problem is that it isn't behaving it all the way that I would have expected it to. This isn't behaving it all the way I would have expected any of this to behave, to be honest with you. Yep, and now I've got little weirdos playing around in my build area. I could see them prancing about like a bunch of morons. You'll want to either build support beams or find a surface because the logs are kind of wonky. Okay. Here's my plan. Cut down every tree in the area. Oh, you are so fucking dead, you stupid little shit. You want some too? Oh, is your friend delicious? Too bad you're dead now. Too bad you're dead now. Does anybody else really want to hang around here? Hey, I see you over there. Why not come say hi? Is the answer because I'll gut you like a hog? Then you really ought to consider fucking directly off. You and all of your filthy mud-covered ilk. Oh, look at us, aren't we cute? Hobbling about on all fours like Gollum. Keep walking. They don't like you or the ground enough to work. Yeah, it seems like this is... There's some horsiness going on here. It's fine. We'll figure it out. I'll litter the ground with corpses until we clear all of them off. And if they bring back bigger friends, I'll litter the ground with their corpses. Hey, while we're at it, it's a great way to clear trees. I was really hoping that the grenades would be a more effective means of knocking down trees. They really don't appear to be paying off at all. Disappointing when you think about it. I could see myself being this kind of lumberjack. I could see that too. So stupid. Got a nice flat patch of earth here, and I think I'll make use of it. Look at him hopping around over there. He knows better than to come over here. Okay. Nice. No, I don't want that at all. I want you to lay down next to the thing. Is that so hard? Lay down next to it, not pointing in that direction. There. Good. And then there. Okay. But how do I get them to go... See, that's on top of, which is fine, but what about floors? You see what I'm saying? Like, what about I don't want to have a grass floor house. I want to have a house. There should be like a custom platform option. Hey! Hello. Virginia, what's... You seem real agitated. Is everything okay? All right, we gotta be nice to Virginia. Hey, Virginia, how you doing? Watch out for cannibals. I got you a pretty dress. In case you'd be interested in that sort of thing. And then she runs off. Look, there's the little fuckers, though. I can't have you assholes around when Virginia's here trying to say hello. Where did you go? God damn it. You're gonna scare her off. She's a very peaceful, gentle soul. She must get cold wearing that? Yeah, I would imagine so. Hey, little fucker. Didn't think that one through, did you? Alright, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to make platforms. So you have to make a square... it's clear to me now. It's all clear to me now. You have to make a square to make a floor. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm fucking talking about right there. Okay. Yep. 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 That's how you do it. Okay. So we now... all right. It's okay. Now I know how to make floors. It was a stretch at the beginning, but it's all clear to me now. And again, I can't stress this enough. You guys can't be in here causing problems when Virginia's around. You gotta be nice to that girl. You figured that out quicker than I would have. I'd have slept on the bare grass despite the game. There's a part of me that was like, well, fuck it. I guess it's just, you just do grass floors around here. I don't know. But you know me, I'm a weird guy. Okay, we got this. Got this. There's oodles and oodles and oodles of trees around here. There she is. Virginia's over there. We don't want to scare her. We don't want to be scary. We just want to be present. We want to be present for Virginia. Because I want to get... There's different endings, and I want to get the good ending where I save her and Kelvin, and where we all get out of here together. That's my goal. It's getting kind of dim around here. A little worried about that. The hell was that? Why did I just hurt myself? The hell? I think I hurt myself on like a falling log because I picked up and dropped a log almost simultaneously. Yeah, I dropped a log, you know. Not in front of Virginia. I was not expecting her to show up there. Excited if we get Virginia on our side. She's awesome and she's super useful. So I'm just going to keep being super nice to Virginia whenever I see her. We have to behave like a proper gentleman whenever Virginia's around. That's the rule. She's a high-class lady. She comes from a wealthy family. She's a woman of excellent breeding, as they would say back in Sherlock Holmes days. Basically just means she comes from a rich family. Why is this not cooperating? This area here is not letting me do removed a place structure. It's not letting me do stuff here. Why for? Why you bully me? I don't know why the last spot is being weird either, but it is what it is. Is the wall in the way? Fuck, I don't know. Maybe you need to remove the wall to place the flooring. It's not a bad idea. I guess I could fuck up the wall and see if that works. I'll try fucking up the wall. Oh, I don't actually have to smack stuff. I can just hit C. Okay, could you please figure out what the fuck you're doing? No? Yeah, it'll let me... so this corner is shit. That's fine. That's fine. I can work with that. We just aren't allowed to build in that corner, apparently. That corner's no good. So we'll build our house is going to be a little bit of a funny shape. That's fine. I can live with that. The red broken log icon in Sons of the Forest indicates that you cannot place a log in that area, often due to a previously built structure being damaged or compromised. Interesting. So I wonder if it had something to do with the fact that I wailed on it a little bit. Let's find out. Right here. And right there. And we'll try building on this. Yeah? It was compromised in some way. So it wasn't letting me build there. Okay, well thanks for the tip. That's good stuff. Asymmetrical housed can be cool, but place a utility item. Oh, sorry, I don't want to scare the lady. Google to the rescue, indeed. To be very careful with her. I don't want to scare her off. We do need to build another shelter, though, because it is about to become nightfall. And I just absolutely don't need that shit. So, let's build this little thing here. Good. Because we will need to sleep through the night. We sure as hell don't want to be out here all by ourselves at night. Oh, for God's sake, do I need another rock? There's another rock. There's 2 sticks. Good. Just let me sleep. Don't get attacked. Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, fine. You assholes asked for it. I wanted to sleep. I didn't want to kill anybody. But you had to go and fuck it up, now didn't you? Just remember this. Your fucking head's gone now, you prick. Now, as I said, I just want to sleep. Not looking for trouble. They came looking for trouble, and I showed them what trouble looks like. I don't think anybody in this shithole is prepared to deal with what I can dole out. Just clean sliced off his head and arm. Yeah, this katana is amazing. And there's no arguing that point. Good. Good, good, good. House is coming along great. Hmm? Oh, this is not a full log. I see. Oh, look at this. Oh, holy hell. Yeah, that's right. I'm super hungry, huh? Don't need that rotten meat, but I will need this other meat. I'm need energy drinks for days. Good. And good. Night, Nightland. Thank you very much for joining. A good little save over here. Yelling Katana has the same vibe of Minions Banana from... Oh boy. That's not the vibe I'm going for. That axe, this particular axe is actually really good. It's, what is this one called? This is the modern axe. It does quite a bit of good damage to the trees. And actually serves as a decent weapon as well, but nowhere near what the katana is capable of. Oh, so while I was upstairs, Indigo said that our food arrived. We got food delivered from a restaurant that we like. And the person who drove the food to us was so deeply invested in the ganja that our dinner absolutely stank of it. And this is a person who drives things around for a living. Now, listen. I'm not here to harshly judge individuals who partake of the Hobbit, you know? Do your thing. Whatever you like, that's fine. But I do have a serious issue with people operating motor vehicles while under the influence of an intoxicant. I just don't understand what is motivating some people. I really don't get it. Oh shit, I should have been doing this way. My bad. At least want to keep my floorboards in the same direction, you know, trying to make the place look as well, as though I thought it out a bit, you know? I'd be more annoyed by the food stunk, something other than... Yeah, well, that's another thing that I don't particularly care for, is... first of all, I don't like the smell of weed. And if you do, that's your business. But I am not you, and the food, that's my food. So be good and don't mess with my foods, is my hot take. And I know I'm a grouchy, uncool old man making fun of that sweet weed that everybody loves so much. But frankly, I'm sick of it. And since it's been legalized, I'm sick of smelling it everywhere. Oh, hey, Virginia, you're back. I did not wish to frighten you. She's gone. I fucked it up. I spoiled the whole thing. Uh-oh. I'm concerned that may not be the best of foundations. No. I'm real worried about this whole thing, guys. My neighbors a few doors down and even in the next street are big fans, and it's awful annoying having it drift in my room. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, man, is like I don't fucking know. Like, can we just chill? Like, do you need to smoke it all day every day? Like, can you just fucking, You just chill? Should there not be a place here where I can put a board? Thank you. Good, sweet Jesus. Thank you for letting me put down the goddamn board to properly support this shit. Hi, Virginia. I'm going to sit and wait for you to approach. How are you? There's no need to be frightened. You approached me. I'm sitting perfectly still and not causing a problem. You're more than welcome to visit my weird little domicile here in the middle of nowhere. Good. It appears that she's going to hang around for a bit, and that's a plus. Good. We've got it. We're making progress. Good. And there she is, prancing about daintily. What a proper lady. Here I am, minding my own business, not being frightening, not being intimidating in any way, shape, or form. And there she is, just drinking or eating. Oh no, I see. She's eating one of the dead cannibals. Perhaps she was attracted to the smell of the meat. See? Killing those cannibals was the right choice. So how big is this base going to be? Are we talking multi-level or stronghold? I don't know. Well, I totally checked out the comments just watching you mess around with the building. Oh, that's fair enough. What on earth are you doing over there? My God, woman. She still likes ballet despite having been mutated. Oh yes, I was already quite aware of what kind of food she eats, I'm afraid. So my goal here is to create a bay window. Oh, that's a floorboard. We'll keep that in the middle. I'm hoping that qualifies as a wall. I don't know. How tall does a wall have to be? That's a corner. That right there, that's how you make a corner. Good. Does what I'm doing make sense to anybody else? Does it seem as though I've gone mad? Because what I'm trying to do is build something that's structurally sound. And it seems to me that this is having a corner makes sense, right? I believe the EL has a max height limit before you need to add more support. Well, fuck, I don't know. Structurally sound is always better, especially of people that eat manwiches banging on the walls. Yes. All right. So we're all in agreement here. The best course of action is to build a house that would actually stand. Now, what I really ought to do, if I want to attract Virginia to this place, is build a campfire. Because if there's one thing that women appreciate, it's warmth. They get cold easy, the ladies. You see? It's not their fault. It's just, well, it's just the way things are. And so, for that reason, I think it would be important for me to provide a fireplace. So I wanna get on that. Now, you could say that's an unfair stereotype, if you like, but listen, man, it rings true of my wife, and she's my best example of womanhood. So I say that the ladies get cold, and I want to make sure that I provide proper warmth for this proper lady. So that's what we're gonna do. Is I gotta go. We'll get some stones. And we'll make a fireplace over on this wall. This wall is going to have a fireplace. We're gonna build one over here. Book. Any old time now. Got to be a fireplace in here someplace, right? Ah, there it is. Stone fireplace. There we go. Good, good, good. So, can you build it against a wall? Yes, you can. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish building that wall. And then we're going to put a fireplace on it. Not mad to me. It's a work in progress. Look prettier when you get it more built up. See? Yes. Glad that you understand. Appreciate what I'm about over here. Would you... I don't want a goddamn half log. I want a full log. I keep picking that thing up by accident. That's not what I want. Good old ice... What? Icy rain really warms the soul. Well, that's... See, here's the thing, is... If... In a way, yes. Because imagine that you're a lady and that you're quite cold. Yes. You're quite cold because of icy rain. See. And then there's a fella who builds a cabin, and it's so warm and cozy inside because of a fireplace. Wouldn't you want to go in that cabin? Wouldn't you want to maybe put your trust and faith in that fine lad who built such a cabin with a fireplace? See, you're starting to understand my subtle plan for captivating the attention of a lady. It's all coming together. And this is how I won my wife. Well, actually, no, it isn't at all, because we lived in an apartment complex and there was no fireplace. But what I'm saying is that were I capable of building such a thing, I am sure that Indigo would be impressed. It's going to take a hell of a lot of logs, or a hell of a lot of rocks, to make this happen. And honestly, I'm not sure if it's actually going to be possible. So what I'm going to do instead is right out front. 41 big rocks. Good luck. Yeah, you're not kidding. What we're going to do is we're going to build ourselves a standard fire pit right next to the house, where that fireplace is close to. There you go. And then we're going to put down some stones. We're not going to hit the fireplace with a stone. We're gonna put down a stone. Right? We're gonna light the fireplace. I swear my body doesn't know what temperature regulating is. I can relate to that so hard. I have a lot of issues with thermoregulation, I'm afraid. What do we have here? Why, furniture? Furniture. A bench. Absolutely. We'll put that bench right near the fire. See? And it's all going to make sense in a few. Because when Virginia comes back, she's going to be like, holy shit, there's a fireplace and a comfortable bench for me to hang out on. This is just amazing. She's going to be so excited. She's going to want my best friend. So there's bench 1, but wait, it gets better, because then there's bench 2. And it's also close to the fire, to the extent that it might even be described as cozy. There. Now there are places to sit by that fire. And I don't know what's more inviting. Bench 2, the benching. Yes, exactly. It's going to be a small log cabin, but it will be a functional one. Be large enough for a bed, perhaps a couch. The only movie that doesn't allow standing up. That's good. That's quite good. I like that a lot. The only movie that doesn't allow a standing ovation. You have to sit. You used your smarticles on that one? All 2 of them? What exactly are smarticles? Should I be worried? You know, I've got a 15 in muscles. Just thought you'd like to know. Getting a little worried. Haven't seen any cannibals in a bit. Starting to think that maybe a big patrol's going to show up. Need to find someone like that. Cuddling would be perfect. I'd cool them down and they'd warm me up. See, Indigo is frequently cold and I'm frequently quite hot, so it balances out nicely in the snuggling. Although even she will sometimes be like, you know, oh my god, you're a furnace. We'll have to take blankets off and stuff. Okay. We've got lots and lots of logs. Everybody loves the logs. It's all about balance. See, at this point, I'd melt a freezer, honestly. I don't think I'm that bad. I don't believe I could melt a freezer. We've got tuned brain cells and both of them are fighting for the 3rd place. One of my favorite insults. That's fantastic. I like that a lot. Not that it has anything to do with brain cells, but a great insult is you got a face like a pair of tits. I think that's really, really funny for some reason. What was that? What the hell was that? An arrow pointing down? Oh, that's fun. I'm genuinely curious, like, how do I put a roof on this? If I wanted to put a door in, do I cut a hole for a door? Or do I leave the hole for the door and build a door? Like, how do I build a door? How do I put in a window? Say the door fits on top, so wall first, then adapt? Possibly. I use it often, but my favorite is if your brains were dynamite, you'd have enough to blow your nose. That is a good one. I like that. Yeah, you've got a face like a pair of tits is from Father Ted. It's something that Mary shouts at John. Or, yeah, I think Mary shouts it at John, and not the other way around. Might be easier to try leaving a gap first than try out the door theory. Well, it's gonna be an experiment. Either way. I guess we'll find out. Alright, I've got most of 4 walls. And I found out that it's not like... Fuck me! No! No! What the hell? Guys? I have to say that caught me a bit off guard. Getting knocked down by the tree as I was cutting the tree, that was a little weird. That went sideways fast. Yeah, definitely. Well, you got half the house part down. Now you just need the roof and the door. Yeah. I feel like I kind of want to do the fucking roof first. How the hell do you do the roof? Well, there you have it. It looks like a door. More playing with the wood. Oh dear. Well, we don't like playing with the wood. You're not meant to do that. It makes Jesus cry. It was me, I'd reckon the door would need 2 standing pillars on each connecting point in the floor. Like what you did in the corner. Yeah, see, I would have thought the same thing. But here's a mad idea. We'll have to have that to support this in order to put the roof on. So I'm gonna use this weird little thing here to make my roof. That's my plan. Blackberries. I don't want to fuck those up. Don't fuck up a blackberry bush. Alright, we'll get up here. Fucking hell. Alright. We'll get up here. He says again. I thought I'd try to build an A-frame, you know? I thought it'd be fun. Yeah. Yeah, we'll give this a go. We'll see if it's doable. Got a mad idea here. No, come on, go up there. Yeah, that's the spirit. Okay. Yeah. We're getting there. Yeah. I don't want to build the thing that goes across. All right, fine. It's going to be a pain in the ass about it. I'll get my little... I mean, it's not going to be an A-frame. It's going to be like an aw frame. But that's fine. That's what I want. Good. That's what I want. I'll do the same thing on the back end. It's going to be marvelous. Just you wait and see. But how to build a door becomes the greatest question of our age. One there. And one there. And a third in the middle. Perfect! Perfect! Put that one there. And of this one here. There we have it. Exquisite. It's all falling into place. $15 appears to... Oh, no. 16. I was going to say 15 appears to be the maximum level that one can attain in strength, but no, I've just gone up to 16. So I've become some sort of strength-based behemoth. Sadly, I gotta head off to bed. It's been a pleasure watching as always. Much appreciated, Guy. Thank you very much for joining us. And honestly, it's bloody 8 o'clock at night anyway. I should probably eat my supper and spend some time with my wife and our pupper. So I'll probably call it pretty soon myself. But thank you very much for joining us, buddy. Got all excited. I was going to try to build the leg lamp, but I want to build the leg lamp. I want to put it in a house. You can't have a leg lamp and not put it in the front room window. It's the wrong choice, you know? Make stairs that go up there. This is going to be a lovely little Cape Cod. Just you wait and see. Oops. There we go. Good. There's that. It's all coming together. There we go. Okay, yeah, we're starting to put together a second floor. Terrific. No, 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 no. Well, I guess that's a ramp, isn't it? Yes, I guess that's acceptable. This will be our little ramp up to the second floor. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine, I'm fine with that. Good. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, yes. Yes, actually. Disregard. Yes. Okay. Yeah, this is starting to come together. We're starting to make ourselves a nice little cabin in the woods. No way. Architect, place 500 logs. Oh, well, I guess I am a bit of an architect, aren't I? This little A-frame is really starting to... Yeah, it's really starting to fit. This is cool. This is a fun little thing. Like, I never actually, like, spent time building a base in this game. And I'm actually having a lot of fun with it. It's kind of adorable. I am having a little bit of trouble figuring out how to actually, like... I guess maybe over here? No, I don't want to do that. There's got to be a way to make it extend further this... What is that? What the fuck? What did I just do? I'm not sure I fully understand what the hell just happened. I'd like to be able to lay that across there, but it's not going to happen because these are too close to the wall to actually fit. Of course. Of course. So this literally can't go there. It has to go inward, because if it doesn't, then it's touching the wall and I won't have room to move. So what I need to do is put this here and then put this across here. Yes, it's all making sense now. It's all becoming clear to me. That's correct. And then this is correct. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. Now, we won't want all of these supports in here because it'll it'll be impossible to... No, don't do that. Well, actually, please do feel free to do that. But we won't want all of those little supports in there because they won't be sustainable. But once we get these things... Oh, fuck me. That is not what I meant to do at all. Could you not do that? Thank you. Okay. Once we get them in here, and I get this piece across here, good, then I'll be able to put yes. Don't do that. There. Okay, that leads up to the second floor. It's all starting to make sense to me. The building mechanism is actually pretty versatile and robust. I need to good. And then I can put this here. But there's a support mechanism. There's a way to build a support mechanism so that I won't have to have these two things here. It requires that I chop this log, and I have just one of these little guys. And I go over here, and I go to... There should be a support mechanism. Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? I just saw it. Oh, that was weird. What if I now remove that? And this. Good. So now those aren't there, and I don't need them to be there. And then yes. Yes. So now I just have my little stairwell that leads upstairs. And then I have my nice little living room. We've got our cute little under the stairs, like, hello, welcome to the house entranceway. I still am not 100% sure on how I build a door. And that is more than a little bit problematic for me. But we're getting there. And that's what's important. Now the next question becomes, is this incredibly boring to watch? And does everybody wish that they were watching a different stream at this point? And if that's the case, you have my most heartfelt apologies. I think it's fine content. Pretty chill, laid-back fights. Well, that's good. To be honest with you, though, it is getting late, and I'm getting hungry. Quite hungry, actually. It would be great if you could hold more logs. I know it wouldn't be realistic, but it would be great. I'm just also chatting with a friend and cannot listen to more than one thing at a certain focus percentage without my brain fritzing out. I get that on a very real level. My brain is very similarly wired. Welcome to the neurodivergent stream. Good. 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 Good vibrations. Won't let me go that way. Won't let me go this way. Will it? It won't. Oh, that's troubling. We may have had a bit of a snag here. That'll do for now. Stop hurting yourself, you idiot. Good. Excellent. This is the house so far. I think it's coming along rather nicely. The second floor is modest. There's not a great deal of room to move around in, but that's okay. Get the house built, then we can decorate with so many leg lamps. That's the plan. It's going to be a mile and a half of leg lamps. Good. I haven't seen Virginia in a bit, which is troubling me, because, well, my objective was to court that sweet lass. She's a fine young woman capable of holding both a shotgun and a pistol. And if that isn't ample material for a bride, I don't know what is. No, no, don't do that. Come back here. You damn fool. Why have you done this? I would really, really like to be able to link these things, but it seems as though the stairway gets in the way of me connecting things, and that's bumming me out. Because this... Yeah, I don't appear to be able to... I can link that. Good. But it won't let me link this. And why not? There. That's what I wanted. Building system in this game is very particular. And more than a little peculiar. Can I go down from here, though? Yes, I can. Okay, good. So that doesn't get in the way of me climbing up the stairs. Marvelous. Good, 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 good. Now let's go get some more logs. Good. It is amazing how much lumber one can invest in building a little log cabin. It does not even have to be a substantial log cabin, just a little tiny thing, and the next thing you know, you're completely bereft of wood. I'm a knife person myself. I was saying that it's amazing how quickly you run out of wood. Like, I've cut down a lot of trees, and it's still just not enough to finish my house. It all adds up. Good. All right, second floor. Oh yeah, and do take a lot of wood to make a nice strong house. It sure do. But there we have it. We've got a second floor, which will make for a nice bedroom right about here. And I think if I were to go in here and go to furniture, I could pick a stick bed. I dare say I could make a double bed. Right about there. Oh my god, no, with even so much more room. There, that's perfect. Perfect. A bone throne? True bone king? Bone throne? That's not the vibe I'm trying to put out here. That's creepy as all hell. Trying to put out the vibe of warm and inviting home for a dainty lady who wanders about the forest in a leotard. That's the vibe we're trying to put out here. Trying to attract a proper woman. Because it's lonely in the forest, you see. And cannibals make for terrible company. Oh, would a butt chair work instead? A butt for your butt? Probably. That would probably be more my speed, if I'm being honest. Still has a lot of sticks remaining to be put in this thing. What the actual crap? Well, it doesn't matter. I believe I've done all that I can do for the night. I'm gonna call it here. I'm tired, I'm hungry, I've been streaming for a long while, and I think, frankly, that's enough. But I thank you very, very much for joining me, and I hope you had fun in the stream. And until next time, it's good night, and good luck.